Hello everybody, welcome back to part 3, replacing the lift assist spring. Okay, I tried pulling on here and the whole thing comes out. It's very tight spring. So I think the best thing for me to do is go ahead and put it back together. I put a zip tie on the end of it so I can pull it, put it back together tight, let the housing hold it in place, and then pull it out, put a wire on it. Then I'll show you how I'm gonna run it back through, okay? You see the top there, you see the zip tie that's gonna come out. All I have to do is pull this like this, and you see I'm gonna put the lock nuts on the end, and that should hold it tight, and then I should be able to pull it out easily. Because I made an error. I gotta take this back apart. This has to be assembled on here. I'll be back. All right, guys, I got this thing secure. It's a little pain in the butt, but I'll tell you the secret is when you put something on, it has to be super thin. If not, it gets jammed up inside, even though it looks like it's gonna move. All right, so there's a spring right there, the end of it. And I'm gonna go ahead and secure this. Once I secure it, I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna go ahead and install it on this collar. And then I'll show you how that's gonna go, okay? A little more details about this piece. I had to start with the bottom first. And then this screw here is a center screw that goes through the wheel that holds the spring in place. That's what you want to get first, okay? Now, also, you don't want to pull the spring out until after you put this on. This is why you have to have a real thin, like a zip tie here, so it'll be able to go through. Anything thicker won't go through, but if you try to do it with the spring in here, it's gonna be a pain. Just put it that way. So I want to let you know that. And then also, here's where it's going to connect. That spring here is going to connect on here on the end, and I'll show you that. All right, guys. So there's the spring, and there's it's actually a tiny screw with a nut on the other side of the plastic that goes through that holds it in place. All I got to do is reattach it here, put the collar on, and then I'll be back. All right, there's 4 screws that hold this collar on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then this collar is going to go on the other side. All right? It's a completed job. The collar is secure. The coil spring's in there. Well, not the coil spring, but the lift assist spring is in there. It moves freely. I'm going to go ahead and clean all this up here with some Murphy's oil soap, and then hit it with some Pledge to make it a little slick. And that's what I read on the internet for the care of the shaft here. I'm gonna start making it more slippery. Anyway, I've got a little bit of